What's happening, Leeds faithful? Your boy here with some absolutely mental news that's going to make your heart skip a beat. We've got 3 massive stories dropping today that are going to change everything you thought you knew about our beloved Whites heading into this crucial Premier League season. Listen up, because I'm about to drop some serious bombs on you that involve a young defender making moves, a goalkeeper who could be the next legendary shot stopper, and a Brazilian-born playmaker that has our Welsh wizard Dan James singing his praises. But before we dive into this madness, smash that like button if you're ready for some proper Leeds United drama, drop a comment telling me what you think about these moves, and don't forget to subscribe because this channel is about to become your go-to source for all things Leeds. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this going to help us stay up? Are we building something special, or are we in for another rollercoaster season? Well, buckle up my friends, because the answers to those questions are about to blow your mind. The first story involves a young lad making his exit, but don't worry. This is just the beginning of a transfer saga that's going to have you on the edge of your seat. Ready? Let's dive in. Right, here we go with the first shocker. Chris Moore is packing his bags and heading north to Scotland. Yes, you heard that right, Leeds faithful. Our 21-year-old centre-back captain of the under-21s is set to join Morton on a free transfer after his contract expires at the end of this month. Now, before you start panicking, let me break this down for you like I'm explaining it to my mate down at the pub. Moore has been with us for years, racking up 71 appearances in Premier League 2, scoring 3 goals and getting 5 assists. The lad's been solid, no doubt about it, but here's the thing, he's never made a senior appearance for the Whites. This is exactly what happens when you're climbing back to the Premier League, innit? Young players want first-team football and they want it now. Moore's been watching from the sidelines while we've been battling in the Championship, and now that we're back in the big leagues, he knows his chances are even slimmer, with Daniel Farke looking to bring in proven Premier League quality. The kid's also made 25 appearances in the U18 Premier League, 7 in the EFL Trophy, and even got a goal in the PL2 playoffs, showing he's got the talent, but at 21, he can't wait around anymore. He's already travelled north and is expected to complete the move imminently. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but this is modern football. Players want opportunities, and sometimes they have to leave to get them. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is why I love our club. We've got a history of developing talent and selling them on for massive profits. Just look at what happened with Archie Gray. 40 million to Tottenham, 40 million pounds. That's the kind of business that keeps us competitive and allows us to reinvest in the squad. Moore might not have reached that level, but his departure shows we're ruthless when it comes to squad planning. The reality is, Moore's departure opens up space and budget for bigger moves, and Parag Maratha will be determined to avoid relegation at all costs. Trust me, you're going to want to hear about what's coming next because it involves a goalkeeper who could be absolutely game-changing for our Premier League survival. Hold on to your scarves, Leeds faithful, because this next story is going to get you buzzing. We're talking about potentially signing the next Petr Cech. Yes, you heard that right. The next Peter Bloody Cech, Yahia Fofana, the Angers goalkeeper, is available for just 8.4 million and legendary commentator Ian Darke, you know, the voice we've all grown up listening to, believes we might have unearthed an absolute diamond here. Now, let's be brutally honest about our goalkeeping situation, shall we? Illan Meslier had a nightmare season, and Carl Darlow proved he's just not Premier League quality. We've been crying out for a proper number 1 who can make those crucial saves that keep us in this league, and Fofana might just be our answer. Here's what makes this so exciting. Dark pointed out that there's a brilliant history of French goalkeepers coming to the Premier League and absolutely smashing it. Cech came from Rennes to Chelsea, nobody had heard of him, and he became one of the greatest Premier League goalkeepers of all time. Could Fofana follow the same path at Elland Road? The stats speak for themselves. 33 appearances for Angers last season, 7 clean sheets, and he helped keep them in Ligue 1 at just £8.4 million. This could be the bargain of the summer. Think about it. That's less than what some championship clubs are paying for backup keepers. The Ivorian conceded 51 goals in 2,970 minutes played, which works out to roughly 1.5 goals per game. Not perfect, but remember, Angers were fighting relegation. What's even more impressive is that our scouting network has obviously done their homework on this lad. They don't just throw around comparisons to Petr Cech lightly. The 49ers are clearly thinking long-term here. They want a goalkeeper who can grow with the club and potentially become a Premier League legend in his own right. But here's the beautiful thing about this potential signing. It frees up money for other crucial areas of the pitch. We need a striker with question marks over Joel Pirro. We need a left winger with Manor Solomon's future uncertain at Spurs. And don't get me started on needing a replacement for Junior Firpo at left back. Even Kostas Tsimikas from Liverpool is being mentioned as a potential target. This goalkeeping move could be the foundation that everything else is built on, but wait until you hear about our next target, a Brazilian-born star who's got our own Dan James absolutely raving about his abilities. Right, Leeds faithful, this is where things get absolutely spicy. We're talking about Gus Hamer, the Sheffield United playmaker who's been lighting up the championship and has our very own Dan James singing his praises. Picture this scene. Dan James, Gus Hamer, and James Trafford were the 3 nominees for Championship Player of the Season. That's the level we're talking about here. And when James was asked about not winning the award, he said, "I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed. 2 other great players. Congrats to Gustavo." But here's the kicker. We're being told that an 18 million bid will get this deal done. We already tried twice before, once for 13 million and then 18 million last summer. But now with Sheffield United failing to get promoted and Chris Wilder gone, Hamer surely wants his Premier League move. The Brazilian-born maestro has 2 years left on his contract at Bramall Lane. But let's be honest, he's too good for another season in the Championship. This is a player who was competing for the division's top individual honour, and now he's got the chance to prove himself in the Premier League with us. What makes this even sweeter is that we're not the only ones interested, but we've got the advantage of already being in the Premier League and having shown serious intent with our previous bids. Graham Bailey expects it to be either Emi Buendia or Hamer for that crucial number 10 role. And while Buendia would cost £20 million, Hamer at £18 million represents better value for a player who's proven himself in English football. This is the kind of signing that gets me proper excited about our future. We're not just talking about survival anymore, we're talking about building something special. Adam Underwood and the 49ers are showing serious ambition here, and with Jaka Bijol already confirmed as our second signing after Lucas and Mika, we're starting to see a proper squad being assembled. The beauty of potentially signing Hamer is that he gives Daniel Farke that creative spark in the number 10 role that we've been desperately missing. We need better than Brendan Aronson, let's be honest about it. And Hamer has already proven he can perform at the highest level of English football below the Premier League. That championship experience is invaluable, and he knows exactly what it takes to succeed in this country. So there you have it, Leeds faithful. 3 stories that show exactly where we're heading as a club. We're making tough decisions about our academy products, we're potentially signing the next great goalkeeper, and we're targeting Championship Player of the Season winners. This isn't just about Premier League survival anymore. This is about building a foundation for the future. The 49ers are backing Farke in the transfer market, and every single move we're making shows ambition and intelligence. Before you go, make sure you've smashed that like button, subscribed to the channel, and dropped a comment telling me which of these 3 moves excites you the most. Are you buzzing about Fofana potentially being our new number 1? Are you desperate to see Halmer pulling the strings in our midfield? The transfer window is heating up, and I'll be here bringing you every single update as it happens. This is just the beginning, Leeds faithful. We're building something special at Elland Road, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes us. What do you think? Are we assembling a squad that can not just survive, but thrive in the Premier League? Let me know in the comments below. Marching on together.